Today, we will discuss what are Ethereum gas fees and how do they work. Ethereum gas fees are transaction fees levied when funds are transferred on the Ethereum blockchain network. The term gas in Ethereum refers to the amount of computer processing power needed to perform an Ethereum transaction. Gas is more than simply the cost of completing transactions on the Ethereum network. Ethereum is proficient at supporting a wide range of applications, enabling it to serve as the foundation of decentralized web. As a result, while gas theoretically qualifies as transaction fees, it ought to be used with discretion. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking, how exactly do gas fees work on the Ethereum network? Well, let's take a look at a few possible scenarios to help yourself understand the concept of Ethereum gas fees. Let's start with setting gas limit. Prior to uploading a transaction to the Ethereum network, the sender must set a gas limit for the transaction to proceed. The gas limit represents the highest sum prepared by someone to spend for their instructions to be received and carried out on the Ethereum network. Next up, pending transactions. Whenever there is a pending transaction, the server operators that handle these transactions, also referred to as miners, have several options. The first option is to approve the transaction by utilizing their computers to process the instruction, which means the gas limit set by the sender has been accepted. Secondly, if the sender specified a greater gas limit than what was required for the transaction, they may also return a portion of the gas to the sender. Lastly, if the sender specified a lower gas limit compared to what the market was offering at that point in time, they could also reject the transaction. And finally, out of gas. If the instructions for a transaction run out of gas in the middle of processing by a miner, the transaction is likely to be reverted back to the sender. The sender will still have to pay a fee to the miners as compensation for the computational resources they used to perform the transaction, regardless of whether the transaction was completed or not. Types of Ethereum gas fees and transactions. The amount of gas fees traders are inclined to pay will most probably vary according to the type of transaction. And there are two kinds of conventional transactions: DeFi, which is decentralized finance, and NFTs. DeFi transactions, which include several smart contracts, may be rather complicated. The more intricate the transaction, the more gas is needed for the number of processes that a smart contract executes. For NFT, an artist may generate NFTs and wish to have them integrated into a block so that they may be sold. This should be performed as soon as possible, but if gas fees are high at the time, it's not cost-effective to pay those fees because it will eat into the profits too much. Gas prices are often competitive as thousands of transactions enter the mempool every second. So here's the formula to calculate Ethereum gas fees. Since Ethereum's London hard fork implementation in 2021, Ethereum gas fees are calculated as follows. There are other more complex ways to calculate Ethereum gas fees, but this is undoubtedly the simplest method to give yourself a rough estimate of what to expect. So, in conclusion, users of the Ethereum network who desire to execute a transaction as fast as possible can pay a higher amount of tip. Users may also pick a certain period of time when the network traffic is relatively low in order to reduce their gas fees. If they do not even mind a slower transaction speed, they can also consider decreasing their amount of tip. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to us if you haven't, and hit that notification bell to make sure that you're always up to date on our latest videos. And we'll see you in the next one.